Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mama Vic channel. And guys, on this channel we look at the trends in crypto because the trend is your friend, and it's very important to kind of look at what's happening in the crypto space, the regulation landscape, regulatory landscape, the NFT landscape, the gaming landscape, play to earn landscape, DeFi versus centralized exchanges. How does all this stuff play into each other? Decentralized identities, not enough people talk about that. So guys, on this channel, we talk about things like that. We try to see the trend, so we position ourselves in to try to see where crypto is going so that we're ready for it. So there's something that I've kept at the end of this video that I think you will really like. So some of you like to ask yourselves where the opportunities in crypto, and the one thing I can say about that is that the crypto space has grown so much to the point that we seriously see the effect that other blockchain technologies are having right now. And that's what I like. So it started with Bitcoin and a lot of sort of Bitcoin maximalism, okay, and that started getting diluted out. Then we were like, okay, you know what? We can accept Ethereum as an altcoin, but as not a S coin, okay? And then that led to the growth of what we would say as Ethereum maximalism, and you can see that right now with all the problems that Ethereum's having. You find that not enough people point out these problems before they mention that Ethereum's going to 20,000 or 100,000 or all these things. It's a bit unfair, especially to the newcomers, if you don't tell them these things. So a newcomer will buy Ethereum on Binance or any other Coinbase or whatever. They put it to their MetaMask, they lose already $40 there. And then they try to do transactions and they've lost it. So I think it's better that we're honest about these things, especially for the newcomers. So, but what I mean is that in the past, we had cryptocurrencies or blockchains like EOS, and we had a lot of tokens stem from the EOS ecosystem, but they're struggling even right now. They still have communities, but they're struggling. But we're significantly seeing cryptocurrencies like the Cosmos ecosystem. Polkadot has a few cryptocurrencies that people are enthusiastic about. But significantly, we're seeing platforms like Solana release serious NFT marketplaces. I'm talking about platforms that have released products that people are using and they have massive network effect. So Polkadot, Solana, they have some products in there. Terra Luna, you see, with a USD stablecoin has taken over the world. Some of them like Avalanche, they still kind of have that institutional thing, but I'm not talking about in detail of any particular project. But when I talk about projects like Polygon Network, they're really fronting themselves as the leaders in the metaverse ecosystem or virtual worlds as the scaling solution of choice for many companies. And that's why you see like OpenSea, Unstoppable, and I think Coinbase as well is looking into them. When you look at platforms like the Cosmos ecosystem, Cosmos has developed chains that are onto the Cosmos blockchain or that leverage the Cosmos consensus algorithms that have really established themselves or that are really establishing themselves in the current crypto space. So we're seeing a level playing field in the sense that you have other chains. You can even look at Chainlink that are provided not only, some are provided very particular use cases that are very important, like Chainlink providing that Oracle, that needed Oracle feed, the data feed that we need, but also platforms like Cosmos that have stemmed other ecosystems that have a various amount of use cases, and that ties into things like Terra Luna, Binance Coin, Fetch.AI, Uno, those that have heard of Uno, so many other blockchains on the Cosmos ecosystem. So we're starting to see a true democratization, not only of the traditional finance from the governments, the way we see the way fiat money or the traditional financial system has been working. We're also seeing a democratization of how cryptocurrency is working, and we're continuing to see a diverse range of interest. So a good way to look at trends, we like to look, that was CoinGecko. So it's a good way to track cryptocurrency with in the hierarchy of market capitalization, price times circulating supply. But we can also look at platforms like DAppRadar, where we can see what the biggest platforms are right now realistically. And it will shock you to see that Binance Smart Chain with PancakeSwap, their biggest decentralized exchange, their users constantly grow. So guys, that's something you might want to watch. And remember, this video is not investment advice, obviously. So immediately after that, that's the only decentralized exchange here. Those that have watched my videos, I'm extremely bullish on decentralized exchanges. But the point here is we're seeing a DEX. But then beyond that DEX, all we're seeing is Splinterlands. So all these virtual worlds, play to earn kind of games, I should say that. Alien World, Farmer's World, Katana on the Ronin network. And you can notice that this is on Hive, Wax, Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is the biggest. Wax, Ronin, Flow, Wax, EOS. Check where Ethereum is. Of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like Ethereum, but the fees are very they're deterring. They're very, very deterring for your average person. And then even your average person wouldn't want to waste all their money. And then you can see Polygon network. So this is a good way of looking at trends to see what people are using, realistically speaking. Okay, so getting into today's video, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because on this channel I talk about actual things that are happening in the crypto space, and with this knowledge it helps us learn how to make more informed, better informed decisions as we navigate this overwhelmingly large crypto space. Fetch.AI, one of the companies that I like to talk about, and they're starting to garner serious attention. People are starting to recognize them. So not only did these guys pick the right ecosystem, the Cosmos, to allow interoperability, but they also fit their MO into things like decentralized identity, and that ties into exactly one of the core factors that they're trying to develop within their blockchain. So why they're setting this up. So this was an announcement for them. I see a lot of people were messaging me about this kind of thing. So important announcement. The Fetch.AI token bridge is now paused and will not be live again until after the mainnet upgrade is completed. So on February 9th. So guys, you have to wait. It's just one more day. So the reconciliation tool is also paused and will not be active again until the next network upgrade is announced. So those that do not know about the reconciliation tool, it's to whom it concerns. Okay, so people that made some mistakes in the past while moving their fetch from the ERC20 standard, so that bridge is blocked now to the fetch mainnet and so on. So maybe they got some problems. That's the reconciliation tool. There's also this, you might want to remember this, the invite. We invite you to join us this Wednesday for a discussion on the role of AI and machine learning on the blockchain platform. On a blockchain platform, and an introduction to collective learning. Those that know, Fetch is really fronting the collective learning idea, machine learning and AI, using that to generate so many things, finance, art, and so many other use cases, supply chain. So thank you for Blocklad DE for organizing this. So February 9th, guys, that's the mainnet upgrade day. So on February 9th, okay, 21:30 CET, Maria Minarikova, so one of the publicity people, and Emma Smith, one of the technical people, Fetch.AI, are going to appear on this, which is Block Lab. So this is a good way to kind of listen to their thought process, and I'm glad they brought back these two ladies, because I think they're one of the best spokespeople when it comes to Fetch.AI. Emma Smith, with her the technical knowledge, she knows a lot to do with that, and she's governing the collective learning framework. Okay, and Maria Minorikova, Director of Business Development. This is a perfect team to kind of hear what has been going in the Fetch ecosystem. And I'm glad I haven't heard from these people in a while, because that means I'm truly excited to see what they're going to say tomorrow. At least that's the time for me. That's on the 9th of February. Unless I made some mistake, this is February 9th, okay, 8 to 9:30 CET. Okay, so that's something you might want to watch out for. This is a small tweet from Shimmering Path, one of the people on Twitter that really continue preaching the Fetch message, but they like talking about price. So an upside on FET Bitcoin pair. This was expected. I still feel this upside will be temporary, but it's a sign of strength, so it's positive. I like this kind of wording. They've talked about the fact that the Fetch token has recently pumped, but we've seen a general pump in the crypto market. But this could be temporary, because obviously, you know, the market just acts irrationally, and these sudden pumps normally have some serious retracement. But let's see what happens in the market. Okay, so a quick summary about the news before I talk about my last point, which you might want to stick around for. Major crypto farms and groups form coalition aimed at promoting market integrity. Guys, you'll have to allow me to read this article, because I think there's a lot of name dropping in this article, and I don't want to miss any names, and it's a short article. So if you're out there, you might find a name in here that might catch your ear. So harmonizing a broad global approach to digital assets and competition. And I'll tell you why I disagree with this. In the digital currency space, race can improve US competitiveness, security, and lower fundamental costs for basic financial access, said Dante Desparte of Circle. Okay, so several cryptocurrency exchanges and advocacy groups across different countries have banded together to form a coalition intended to fight market manipulation. There is manipulation in the market, but guys, I always say this is a free market economy. Eventually, the market will weed out all the bad players, and the long-term good players will float to the surface. At least that's the way I see it. Every human is prone to corruption. So forming these coalitions or organizations, I'm pretty sure it's in good faith at the beginning, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. We can't have specific organizations regulating the crypto space. No. Okay, but let me just read the article so that you can make your own decision about this. So in a Monday announcement, market surveillances firm Solidus Labs and exchanges including Bitstamp, Coinbase, BitMEX, and CrossTower, I never heard of CrossTower, so said they would be launching the Crypto Market Integrity Coalition, or CMIC, asking all other companies involved in the crypto space to follow their example. So according to CMIC, members must pledge to encourage a fair digital asset marketplace, to combat market abuse and manipulation, and promote public and regulatory confidence in crypto. Guys, I disagree with all of this, okay? But it's up to you. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. So the group's 17 founding members includes the US-based crypto advocacy group Chamber of Digital Commerce, United Kingdom-based self-regulatory trade association Crypto UK, international think tank Global Digital Finance. In addition, crypto data provider Crypto Compare, Anchorage Digital, and first crypto firm to receive a charter from the National Bank Regulator in the United States, and Circle, the company behind USDC stablecoin, have joined the coalition. Those that have watched my videos in the past, okay, you've seen these partnerships between Paxos Gold, Circle, Visa, MasterCard. They all know themselves and they all know where they want to be. They all know what they want to do in this space. So I don't trust them naturally, okay? I don't trust them. But again, as I said, this is up to you to draw your own conclusion, because the topic of regulation is very sensitive and it's not objective at all. So CMIC's pledge includes a commitment to maintain fair and orderly digital asset markets and prevent market abuse. So the group said it planned to eventually share its own research into crypto, as well as establish a dialogue with regulators and consider a data sharing and shared surveillance framework. I disagree again. So harmonizing a broad global approach to digital assets and competition in the digital currency space race can improve US competitiveness, security, lower fundamental costs for basic financial access, said Circle. Guys, these people are doing all these things because they want to attract the regulators, and the regulators, they want the regulation to be in their favor so that they can continue building and making billions in this space, which is not a problem. They're creating services that we can use, and making money is not a problem. But I'm just appealing to the disingenuity. I feel like it's a bit disingenuous. They're not acting... Anyways, I think you get my point at this point. You get my opinion. So regardless of regulatory requirements, market activity should be reviewed and monitored on a reasonable ongoing basis for purpose of detecting and eliminating market manipulation. I disagree. And unfair market abuses, I disagree. Clear instances of fraud and manipulation are illegal, I disagree. And I agree that they're illegal, but I disagree with the sentiment. And we'll commit to preventing these activities to the best of our ability. I disagree with that statement as well. And the last part, crypto firms and industry leaders have formed other groups aimed at addressing challenges in mainstream adoption and between regulators. So of course, I agree. Companies like Chainalysis, they're, of course, depending on your opinion or what Chainalysis does, but I mean, you could have a problem and Chainalysis actually helps you figure out that problem. Maybe they track your funds, okay? So this is appealing to the fact that when you look at things like centralized exchanges, you love them. Also, decentralized exchanges, you love them. You want to trade your crypto anonymously. So what this article is appealing to, I want to try to see their point of view, is that there's market manipulation, crypto's dropping in prices, a lot of people lose out. When you look at things like decentralized exchanges, it's good, you're trading your stuff anonymously, but if you make a mistake and you lose hundreds of millions of dollars, you'd wish there was a centralized exchange to kind of investigate that. So that's what they're appealing to. Why I'm opposed to some of these things. These are huge companies forming their own things, pretending to be transparent about these things. That's not what's happening. The beautiful thing about crypto is that it's decentralized. Anyone can form their own product and do their own things. So even if we may agree or disagree with such things, at least crypto is beautiful in the sense that we shall always persevere and find a better way. So this one I'm going to summarize. Google Cloud to detect crypto mining malware. So there was a lot of attacks on browsers. So you have your computer, you're browsing, someone gets into your browser and they mine crypto through that. Now it's even worse. People hack vulnerable or not very secure Google Cloud accounts, and they use that to mine cryptocurrencies. So Google is releasing some software to kind of capture that. I agree with that because Google is their company, it's their infrastructure, and they're very interested in keeping their customers. So if their customers are getting affected by this, I think it's in Google's own right to try and help the customers. So that I perfectly agree. But different organizations like this that are trying to tell us how to go about crypto just because they want to get the regulators on their side, that I disagree. because absolute power corrupts absolutely. Now, guys, the point that I want to talk about today, those that know about unstoppable domains, those that know about Ethereum name service, guys, there's this Starname on the Cosmos ecosystem. You can make your own name. So why I'm saying this is a great opportunity, you don't know how far this company is going to go. I've just checked, they have less than like 100 something million tokens and they're worth 0.05 cents. And to buy a name on this platform, you actually need to have tokens. I'll give an example. I don't want to type, let me try light. Okay, sorry, but this name is not available. Let me try maybe a part of my name. Okay, just part of it. See, 1,000 IOV tokens. So right now this is about $50. So you can buy a limited access name for about $50. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, guys. So Starname, what do? They wrote a short article here. So which is kind of summarizing why they have a leading edge of this. Now, before I get into this article, they're going to talk about something called decentralized identities. And guys, you know Datarella, one of the companies building on the Fetch.AI ecosystem, that's essentially their MO. That's what they're doing. Decentralized identities to manage their micro-mobility infrastructure. And Fetch.AI to manage their autonomous economic agents, you need to create self-sovereign identity and decentralized identity. Now, on this article, they're going to talk about an ID, but we'll go into that and what it means. So it's a short thing, but you're going to see why I'm talking about it. So questions we get all the time here at Starname. Why would I need a Starname when I already have a .eth address? So we often get these questions in our Telegram channel that they're talking about where they get these questions. Then after they get it, why it's nothing like Ethereum name service or unstoppable domains, we get two more questions. So here they're saying joining our Telegram community, wondering about the perks of having Starname. So what are the advantages of having it? So question, why isn't Starname more well known? Then eventually they ask, why is Starname the only true decentralized name service? Okay, so they're not always in that order, but they do come so frequently that we wanted to answer them right here for you. So guys, this is what I was saying. Infinite possibilities. Yours, also yours. What do they mean by this? If you go and look into decentralized identities, this was an article written by this Datarella. You can see you have a DID, which means the scheme that you're using or you're applying that's being used is this decentralized identity. What method, the different methods of generating these identities, of course, the world will come to a standard in the future, but DID is already standard in and of itself. So SOV is a method, and the method specifier identifier. Of course, guys, if you want to know more details about this, then you have to be a technical person that further searches into decentralized identities. And these articles also, for example, you can have self-sovereign or verifiable data. So it's a whole channel of events, a whole series of events that verifies whoever owns what, and then while using these decentralized identities. So Starname, this is what they mean by that, by it's all yours, you own everything. So Starname means aligning yourself with the principles of Web3 by allowing custom extensions. By the way, this was on Web3C website, guys. Okay, so copycats are copycats. They understand what worked before the technological leap, and their way of embracing this new technology is to reproduce the old business model. This is a very good point, guys. So the case in point we're interested in is ICANN. That's the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. So ICANN worked wonders to translate IP addresses into readable names. So your google.com, something like, or facebook.com, or maverick.com, whatever. So the thinking had to go, let's do the same for blockchain addresses. Guys, I kind of agree. When you go to unstoppable domains, or when you use Ethereum name service, you have .eth. When you go to unstoppable domains, you'll have .crypto, .zilliqa, but now they have .dao, which is, I think, pretty good. So the argument here, but was there anything new compared to ICANN? So the answer is not really. Web3 is born from the decentralization made possible by blockchain technology and comes with its new main feature, digital ownership. So in Web2, ICANN controls the name service space by controlling the limiting and possible controlling and limiting the possible extensions. So .com, maybe .org, whatever, they're limited and they're controlled by one entity. This is what UD and ENS, Ethereum Name Service, are doing. Until I think this is okay. How decentralized is that? So why prevent a user from creating its their own or its own extension? Why would a community be called .eth when they have nothing to do with Ethereum or crypto or Zilliqa? I agree. So things change, needs change, interests change. So own your own entire name. This is what they're doing, not just a dot extension. That's why I ask you guys to stick around. If you stuck around, you're going to benefit a lot from this, at least the understanding of this. So the only true decentralized name service aligned with Web3 core philosophy of digital ownership is Starname. That's them saying that. Starname is a true user community owned name service. You can use your name or any name you want. It could be your name, your company, your hobby. Guys, this is built on the Cosmos ecosystem, and that's why this is possible, because of interoperability. The name will qualify your assets and will help you categorize, promote. Guys, before I promote this, check this out. Check this out. You can actually go to their website. Oh no, I closed it. I think I closed it. So when you go to their website, you can get your star name, okay? And I'll show you something cool. So you can maybe log in options. You can use Ledger or Kepler wallet. I'll use the Kepler wallet. I log in real quick. Register now, okay? So that's how easy it is. Actually, this was good for demonstration. So let me type basic, okay? Let me try this same name. Guys, you see right over here, you can choose .me, .iov, their token. You can choose .bicana, .fet. So other Cosmos ecosystems, .gravity, .irisnet. So someone there could create a Cosmos ecosystem called something, whatever, and you can just create a name specific for that ecosystem. That's pretty cool. So the only truly decentralized name service aligned with Web3 core philosophy of digital ownership is Starname. Starname is a true user community owned name service. You can use your name or any name you want. Could be your name, your company, your hobby. So you wouldn't really want to use .eth if you're a Cosmos fan after all. A name will qualify your asset. It will help you you categorize, promote, market, be part of a community, all of the above and more. So you don't even have to own a digital asset. Just having a Cosmos or Atom name signifies your environment, about your preferences. You wouldn't really want to use .eth if you're using a Cosmos, if you're a Cosmos fan after all. So, and while you're at it, why use .crypto if your community is about online gaming? So we use name service for promotional purposes. So let's have the names that mean something to us, not pre-programmed, centralized extensions controlled by a provider. So with Starname, you can create and purchase the extension of your liking, because guys, that extension is going to be connected to that community. It's not, the security is not controlled by Starname. So that's what they're saying. Extension to your liking, you can join existing communities by buying into their Starnames or just creating your own. Okay, so Web 1 was released, Web 2 was, Web 1 was read, Web 2 was read and write, Web 3 is read, write, own. So with Starname, you can own your name, your entire name, from the first character beyond the extension, so what I just showed you guys, all the way to the last character, and be ready for your Web 3 future. So a name service is more than granting you the privilege to use specific extensions. It's the template by which you build everything yours in Web 3. So those questions keep coming. As for the answers, we think we've outlined the reasons to have a Starname. It's only a matter of time until Starname overtakes the Web 2 extensions. Web 2 extensions. Own your extensions, be Web 3. The only true question is, what's Starname? What's in a Starname? And the answer is up to you. So that's pretty exciting the way they concluded that. So it's up to you. Just like in Decentraland, you own an estate, you own land. What's going to be on that land? It's literally 100% up to you. So it's the same thing they're appealing to here. Alright guys, I hope you stay to the end. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.